Welcome back to Narravue Stories. In today's episode, we're diving into Sheriff Country Season 1, Episode 14, where a simple chase turns into a dangerous conspiracy involving hidden weapons, double identities, and a shocking betrayal you won't see coming. Let's break it all down. The episode opens on a quiet morning in Edgewater County, but that calm doesn't last long. A dense fog rolls over the hills as a lone pickup truck speeds down a dirt road, swerving dangerously. Inside, a man is panicking, constantly checking his rearview mirror. Suddenly, flashing lights appear behind him. Sheriff Maddie Cross is on his tail. Her voice comes through the radio, calm but commanding. "Pull over. This ends now." But the driver refuses. Instead, he accelerates, pushing the truck harder as it fishtails on the gravel road. The chase becomes more intense, with Maddie expertly maneuvering through sharp bends. Just when it seems like the truck might escape, it hits a ditch and flips violently. Maddie slams on her brakes and rushes out. The driver is injured but alive. As deputies arrive, Maddie notices something strange in the back of the truck. A locked crate, dented but intact. "What were you running from?" she asks. The man doesn't answer. Instead, he mutters one word before passing out. "They're coming!" And just like that, the mystery begins. Back at the station, the crate is opened carefully. Inside, they find weapons, not ordinary ones, but military-grade gear. This isn't a simple smuggling case. Deputy Cole is the first to speak. This isn't local crime. This is organized. Maddie agrees, but something about the situation feels off. The driver isn't talking, and there are no clear identifiers on weapons. Meanwhile, news spreads quickly. A federal agent named Harris arrives, claiming jurisdiction over the case. But Maddie isn't convinced. "Funny how you showed up so fast," she says. Harris responds smoothly, but his answers feel rehearsed. "There are bigger things at play here, Sheriff. You want to stay out of it." That only makes Maddie more determined. As the investigation continues, Deputy Cole digs deeper into the truck's origin. He discovers it was registered under a fake identity, but traces lead to an abandoned warehouse just outside town. Maddie decides to check it out. Inside the warehouse, the tension builds. The place looks deserted, but there are signs of recent activity. Footprints, fresh tire marks, and discarded packaging. Suddenly, a noise echoes from the back. Maddie draws her weapon and moves cautiously. She finds a hidden room filled with more crates, all similar to the one from the truck. But before she can call it in, she hears voices. Men are coming. Maddie hides just in time as two armed individuals enter, discussing a delivery delay and unexpected interference. It becomes clear this is part of a much larger operation. Maddie records everything on her phone. But just as she's about to leave, a loose floorboard creaks. The men stop talking. "Did you hear that?" Now the stakes rise. Maddie has to think fast. She creates a distraction by throwing an object across the room, drawing their attention away long enough for her to slip out unnoticed. She escapes, but now she knows the truth. This is bigger than anything they've faced before. Back at the station, Maddie shares what she found. The team realizes they're dealing with a well-organized smuggling network, possibly with connections beyond the county. But something still doesn't add up. Why use Edgewater County as a hub? That's when Deputy Lena finds a clue, a map hidden inside one of the crates. It shows multiple routes, all converging through their town. "This isn't random," Lena says. "We're a key point." Maddie connects the dots. They're using us as a pipeline. Meanwhile, Agent Harris grows more aggressive. He demands control of the investigation and tries to shut Maddie out completely. But Maddie refuses. "This is my county, my people. I'm not stepping aside." The tension between them escalates, hinting that Harris may be hiding something. Later that night, Maddie receives an anonymous tip. A meeting is happening. The next shipment is being coordinated. Without waiting for approval, Maddie assembles her team. This is it. We stopped them tonight. The operation begins under the cover of darkness. The team positions themselves around a remote location deep in the woods. Everything is silent. Then, headlights appear. Several vehicles arrive, and men begin unloading crates. Maddie signals her team. Wait. Just as they're about to move in, something unexpected happens. Another group arrives, heavily armed, more organized. This isn't just a smuggling ring anymore. This is a full-scale operation. Maddie realizes they're outnumbered, but before she can call retreat, shots are fired. Chaos erupts. A gunfight breaks out, echoing through the forest. Maddie and her team take cover, returning fire strategically. Deputy Cole manages to disable one of the vehicles, cutting off an escape route. Lena flanks from the side, taking down 2 suspects. Maddie moves forward, focused and fearless. But then she sees him, Agent Harris. He's there not as law enforcement, but as part of the operation. The truth hits hard. He's one of them. Maddie confronts Harris during the chaos. "Playing both sides," she shouts. Harris smirks. "You have no idea what you've stepped into." Before he can say more, he escapes into the woods. The fight continues, but eventually, the suspects retreat, leaving behind evidence and a few captured men. The team regroups, shaken but alive. Back at the station, the aftermath begins. The captured suspects refuse to talk, but the evidence is undeniable. This operation runs deep, deeper than they imagined. Maddie reports everything, including Harris's involvement. But here's the twist. There's no record of Agent Harris. No agency affiliation. Nothing. It's as if he never existed. As the episode nears its end, Maddie sits alone in her office, reviewing the case. The weight of it all is clear. This isn't over. Not even close. Deputy Cole enters. "What now?" he asks. Maddie looks up, determined. "Now, we find out who's really behind this." The final scene cuts to a dark room. Harris is there, speaking to someone unseen. "The sheriff is becoming a problem," he says. A voice responds from the shadows. "Then handle it." The screen fades to black. Ending explanation, optional for your video. Episode 14 sets up a major turning point in the series. What started as a simple chase turns into a massive conspiracy involving illegal weapons, hidden networks, and mysterious figure operating outside the law. The biggest reveal is Agent Harris, a man pretending to be federal but actually working within the criminal operation. His escape means the danger is far from over. Maddie now faces a larger battle, one that goes beyond her jurisdiction and threatens everything she stands for. This episode raises the stakes, deepens the mystery, and sets up an explosive continuation for the next episode. And that's the full story of Sheriff Country Season 1, Episode 14, a game-changing episode that raises the stakes like never before. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Narravue Stories for more powerful recaps and story explanations. See you in the next one.